Hello friends. So today we are going to discuss about the basic concepts of economics. So here they were. We are using all the tools right now to identify that what is basic economics is. So what is economics is? You must have observed many activities happening around you in your daily life. For instance, you may have seen factories, mines, shops, offices, flyovers, railways, etc. All these institutions and organizations may be collectively called an economy. Such units enable people to earn an income and at the same time help to produce goods and services which people require for use. So what is economy is? Economy is a system which provide the people to earn their means to work and earn a living. It is a kind of a system in which people will work for their earning to get some return back. Let us now briefly discuss what is economics. We have studied in class 11th, and this is the basic concept video for all students who are seeing this video. What economics is, every individual ranging from a child to an old man is engaged in some economic activity or the other. Here, this economic activity is in terms of some monetary gains, like gaining some amount of money. Consumption is an important economic activity, and we all are consumers, consuming different goods and services for the satisfaction of our wants. Basically, in our this society, we have to live to consume. To consume what? To what goods we are going to consume? So, who are consumers? What is consumption? Is there basic questions arises as we are studying about economics. So, who is a consumer? A consumer is a one who consumes goods and services for the satisfaction of his wants. What are these wants called now? These wants are our basic desires, needs, that we want to eat something or we want to buy something. That were our wants. Then what is the consumption? Consumption is the process of using up utility value of goods and services for the direct satisfaction of our wants. फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल लेट अस टेक एन एग्ज़ाम्पल, अगर हमें भूख लगती है तो हम एक रोटी खाते हैं, अगर हमें बहुत भूख लग रही होती है तो हम 2 रोटी खाते हैं. जब हम पहली रोटी खाते हैं तब भी हमारी भूख ख़त्म नहीं होती, दूसरी रोटी खाते हैं तब हमारे को लगता है हमारा पेट भर गया है, फिर थर्ड रोटी की बारी जब आती है तब तक हमें लगता है कि हमने बहुत खाना खा लिया है. दैट इज़ कि एक लेवल पे हम जो कंज्यूम करते जा रहे हैं, जो खाना खा रहे हैं, वो हमारी यूटिलिटी से डायरेक्टली इंटर रिलेटेड है. Utility value of goods. Here this utility value of goods means inherent capacity of goods and services to satisfy human wants, जो inherited है. Then what is production or how is consumption related to production? अब जाहिर सी बात है कि अगर हम कुछ खा पी रहे हैं तो किस लिए, क्योंकि वो इकोनॉमी में बन रहा है. तो what is production? Production is an economic activity and many of us are producers and engage in the production of different goods and services for the generation of income. Obviously बात है, इकोनॉमी में कुछ ना कुछ जनरेट होने के लिए, इनकम जनरेट करने के लिए कोई चीज़ बनेगी यानी प्रोड्यूस होगी और कोई उसे ख़रीदेगा, कंज्यूम करेगा, तभी तो यहाँ पे हमारी जो मॉनेटरी एक्टिविटी है रुपीज़, उसको एनरिचमेंट मिलेगा. नाउ लेट अस डिस्कस हु इज़ अ प्रोड्यूसर. प्रोड्यूसर इज़ अ वन who produces or sells goods and services for the generation of income. वो पर्सन जो इनकम को जनरेट करने में बहुत हेल्प करता है इकोनॉमी में, इज़ द प्रोड्यूसर. देन व्हाट इज़ प्रोडक्शन? प्रोडक्शन इज़ द प्रोसेस ऑफ कन्वर्टिंग रॉ मटेरियल इनटू यूजफुल थिंग्स. यूजफुल थिंग्स लाइक हमारे पास दूध है, हमारी इकोनॉमी में दूध की सप्लाई होती है, बहुत सारी ऐसी एजेंसीज़ हैं जो दूध को सप्लाई करती हैं, बट दूध के बहुत सारे ऐसे भी प्रोडक्ट्स हैं जो हमारी इकोनॉमी में इनडायरेक्टली पहुंचते हैं, जैसे बटर, दही एंड लस्सी. दीज वर सम एग्जांपल्स. सो प्रोडक्शन इज़ अ पार्ट ऑफ ऑल दिस utility process, that if we have to consume something we have to rely on the production of that good. As we are saying again and again that economy is a system in which the whole process comes around to work and earn a living. So if a person earns something, he definitely didn't spend all his amount to complete his wants for the consumption. Saving and investment are also economic activities, and many of us are savers and investors. We save a part of our income for future consumption or for future investment in shares and bonds to generate income. So now let us further study about what is savings. It is that part of income which is not consumed. ये वो पार्ट है हमारी इनकम का जिसको हम कंज्यूम नहीं करते हैं. हम इसको एक एग्जांपल से समझते हैं. सपोज करिए कि आप ₹100 एक दिन में अर्न करते हैं, लेकिन वो आपका जो ₹100 है उसमें से आप सिर्फ ₹70 ही कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं. तो जो आप ₹30 उसमें से अलग से सेव कर रहे हैं वो क्या है, हमारी सेविंग्स. जो ₹30 हैं वो हमारी क्या है यहाँ पे, सेविंग. सो इन्वेस्टमेंट क्या है, उन्हीं ₹30 को अगर आप जब अलग करके रख देते हो अपनी पिगी बैंक में या अपना फ्यूचर नीड्स के लिए, तो वही हमारी क्या आ जाती हैं, इन्वेस्टमेंट्स. सो व्हाट इज़ इन्वेस्टमेंट हियर, इट इज़ द एक्सपेंडिचर, वो खर्चा. It is the expenditure by the producer on the purchase of such assets which help to generate income. उस पैसे को यूटिलाइज करना जिससे फर्दर इनकम जनरेट हो. दस वी आर कंज्यूमर्स, प्रोड्यूसर्स, सेवर्स एंड इन्वेस्टर्स, एंड वी आर ऑल in a system of economy. We are all engaged in diverse economic activities. Economic activities include consumption, production, savings and investments, and many more. So now let us discuss what is economic activity. It is an activity which is related to the use of means scarce resources. What are scarce resources, by the way? Scarce resources are those resources which are in limited terms. They are not in a large stock, means are always scarce in relation to our wants. Imagine yourself as the richest person on the earth. Still, you can't have everything you wish to have at a point of time. It implies that scarcity of your means oblique resources in relation to your wants is. Now, let us discuss what is vital process of economy is. So, our economy is a system which provides the people to earn living, and for this objective, fulfilling this vital process of economy, it is necessary that economy should undertake 3 economic activities. First, production. Second, consumption. And third, capital formation. If it is meant to be known to all of you that production, consumption and capital formation are interrelated. If there is production of some goods and services, people will definitely consume them, and this will lead to the consumption of those goods and services. And if people produce something, they will generate income. That generating income will further use for investment or capital formation, and these economic activities are the essentials of vital process of an economy. Now let us discuss why we study economics, or what is the purpose to study economics. We go to cinema hall to watch movie. We go to restaurant to eat. We attend schools to educate and earn living. So it means every activity is conducted for a specific reason. Here we are studying economics. So in my point of view, economics is all about the interrelation of each and every activity which leads to generation of monetary activity. Economics is study because it enables us to understand different aspects of economy. The main reason for the study of economic is to the single word, that is scarcity. Scarcity, that is limitation of supply in relation to demand of that commodity. And we all know that human wants are more than the available resources, so there is need to allocate these resources for the satisfaction of never-ending human wants. Hence, economics is concerned with the selection of resource under condition of scarcity. Let us now study what is this term scarcity means and why this term is coming again and again when studying economics. What is the interrelation between scarcity and economics? So, scarcity refers to the limitation of supply in relation to demand of that commodity. It refers to a situation when want exceeds the available resources. That means कि हमारे जो available resources हैं उनकी जब डिमांड बहुत ज़्यादा हो लेकिन उनकी मार्केट में कोई भी सप्लाई नहीं है. As a result, goods are not readily available and society doesn't have enough resources to satisfy all the wants of its people. Scarcity is universal. That is every individual, organization, economy faces the problem of scarcity of resources. So, scarcity of resources calls for economizing of resources. This means that economizing of resources means that maximum or making optimum use of available resources. That is not to waste our existing resources and using them properly. There is a need to economize as we have to satisfy our unlimited wants. If we have to satisfy our unlimited wants, we have to optimally use our resources for our unlimited wants out of limited resources. But let us focus on this term also, that scarcity is not only problem. Scarcity is not any kind of problem. Limitation of resources is not the only problem. In addition to being scarce, resources also have alternatives. Alternative use of resources mean that resources can be put to more than one use. They can be used again and again. For example, we know that petrol is scarce in relation to demand, but there is one more problem. In addition to its scarcity, it is used not only in vehicles but also in machines, railways, railway engines, airplanes, generators. Whenever a commodity is chosen for one use, other valuable uses will have to be rejected. It gives rise to the problem of choice.